Okay, so as promised, here's a review of the Revo Axis. I won't go through the outside looks of the box review, so I'll try to concentrate more on the menu and the certain issues I found with this lovely radio. As you can see, when you turn it off, now it's on, now it's off. When you turn it off, you will see on the main screen you will see the today's date and the clock. That's not going to stay like that because it disappears after a while, because some customers complain that it's too, because some customers use it in a bedroom, and they complain there's too much light on. For example, if you go to bed and you turn on all the lights off, there's too much light coming from this LCD, so they released an update. So now the clock just dims away after a few seconds. As you can see, you can't see anything on. But as you will see, this is not the proper. This radio is a very nice radio, but it's not recommended as a bedside radio in any way. Okay, so let's turn it on and let's go through the menu. Let me take a pen. Yeah. I got a pen, and let's go through the menu quick. So that's the home screen. You got internet radio, you got DAB, iPod, stream audio, aux in, FM radio, last FM, alarms and settings. Ethernet radio doesn't work with me because I haven't got access to the modem to configure the internet radio. DAB works fine, but not without problems, so we will see what's all about. iPod, I haven't got an iPod, so I don't use iPod. It should be working fine. Also, you got some command buttons on the remote control for previous song, pause, stop, and next. I believe these are for the iPod, because these cannot be used for changing radio channels. You don't have any control over the radio on the remote control, as I said in my previous review. Stream audio, again, I need connection to the modem, so I haven't got a connection to the modem. Aux in, you just plug in the 3.5mm jack at the back of the unit, and it just works as a amplifier. FM radio works fine. Last FM, I didn't do the subscription, so it doesn't work on this unit. You got two alarms here, so you can switch them on, and you got settings. Okay, let's go back to the main menu. We got DAB. On the DAB, you got, here is the list of the channels, so you can go through the list of the channels. All the channels are available in the area, and you can choose one channel and go to it. The second button is the favorite channels. You got 10 favorite channels you can memorize. Yeah. And this button is for adding a new channel. These two buttons are for browsing channels, so they're not for changing preset channels. If I push this button, it's going to go to the next channel in the DAB bandwidth. So I put it's BBC Radio 1 Extra is not the second channel in the list, in my favorites list. Okay. This is the info button and mute button, and this is you go in the menu. No, I got to FM. Sorry. Let's go back to the AB. This is the back button basically, because if you go in a menu, it transforms into a back button. So that's it pretty much. A few problems that I spotted. There is no option, for example, if you keep it like in the bedroom, there's no option. You could see, for example, the radio will be like at a fair distance from your bed or from the place you sit. or you stay in, so you cannot see the clock. For example, you don't have any option like a wallpaper or something. For example, you listen to the radio, you need to watch what's the time, you know. So the time is very small here in this left hand side upper corner, so you don't have any access to the clock to see it very easy, you know, like. But basically it's just as I said, it's not a bedroom radio. Another thing, there is no option over the volume control. For example, if you crank up the volume,
I listened to it like
you can't see how high the volume is. There's no indicator of the volume. Yeah. Another problem is, that's the worst problem you can meet in this with this radio, is that this is the information button. You can see the info here. So that's the strength of the signal. In this area, the signal is not very good. So if you're living in an area that doesn't have very strong DAB signal, don't expect this to listen with this radio at high volumes, because I tried that, and as you crank up the volume, the signal loses strength. I don't know why. I don't know. I cannot imagine why. For example, now the radio is clear and you can hear everything. Yeah. If I turn it loud, and that's what's happened. Yeah. So I don't know what's happening in the radio, but if you turn the volume all the way up, the signal loses strength. Probably the radio is emitting some waves or something that interfere with the signal of the DAB. So that is one of the main problems of this radio. Sound quality is very good. Let's go through the menu and see the other things. So here you don't have like one of the complaints I have about this radio, you don't have an option to go straight to the next preset. There's a lot of space lost in here. A nice feature is that, for example, if you go to Kiss FM, I believe. No, it's not Kiss FM. So in some radio station you get like a picture here, like a promo or something. Let's see, Magic. Heart. I think heart. So you get like a picture. So if you click it, you will see like in full screen, like a promo from the radio station. So pretty much that's it. That's the screen, and that's how it's organized. And there's no volume control. The clock is too small. You cannot see the clock if you're, for example, I don't want to see the info all the time. Yeah. There's no option like a wallpaper or something, like a save screen, so it can give you like to see the clock all the time, because basically I'm not interested to see what radio's channel like this info all the time. Yeah, only sometimes. So there's no option for that. And the signal, that's the main problem. If you live in an area with very low signal, that's a huge problem. You won't be able to use the DAB at its highest volumes. Yeah, and let's go back now. Let's go back to the menu.